Hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today I'm doing another sun oven breakfast dish, and it's very similar to the one I did last week, but I'm gonna do this one for not so much low cholesterol. It's gonna have a little bit more fat in it than the last one. So what I've got right now in here, I've got some pancetta that's browning off, and I'm gonna drop an onion that I've chopped up, kind of coarse chopped. I'm going to drop that in there and get this sauteing. It's really like you're doing a slow cook, like a slow cooker recipe. That's really what you're doing. So I've got the onion down in there. I'm going to let that kind of sweat a little bit and just get... There's not a whole lot of fat on the pancetta, but enough that it'll flavor the dish. I'm also going to add cheese in this. I've got 2 dozen eggs with egg whites, and then out of that 2 dozen, I've got 6 that are whole eggs. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper. So I'm going to grind some peppers down. And you don't need a lot of salt because the pancetta has a lot, but I do want a little bit. I also would like some red pepper flakes, so I just need a pinch of that. There we go. And then I'm going to take you over and get the kale all fixed up and the pan ready while these onions are sweating. So it's going to be delicious. And cheesy, and oh my goodness, yum. Okay, so I'll take you over and we'll get the kale all chopped up. All right, you guys, I'm back, and I'm turning off the stove right now. I've sprayed my sun oven pan, my sun slow cooker pan, with some cooking spray. I'm going to go ahead and get these eggs all blended. Some fat-free milk here. I'm going to go ahead and put some in here. I want it a little more liquidy than just eggs. So about a half a cup or a third of a cup is about what that looked like to me. Perfect. Okay. That. And we've got some kale, I've got a red bell pepper, I've got some cheese, and I've got to tell you about this cheese. I will attach a video. This is cheese that I waxed 8 months ago, and it was a mild cheddar. It is now a delicious sharp cheddar cheese. It's really good. It's got that sharp consistency and feel in your mouth, and taste like I paid twice as much per pound. Pretty amazing. So I'm going to get my ingredients down here. I'm going to go ahead and put my egg mixture in the pan, and we'll go ahead and bring over the pancetta and onions. They're done, and this pan is hot. Okay, we'll put those in there. Whoa. Okay, didn't really have the right spatula for that. Okay, so now we've got that, and we'll go ahead. And that's got a little bit of your fat in there, which is perfect. Now we're going to add our cheese and our peppers. I'll put about half the cheese for right now in there to mix in with everything. And we've got our kale, fresh kale. I'm going to dehydrate some more. I get kale from Trader Joe's or the grocery store and buy it when it's on sale. If I can get it on sale, I go ahead and buy it on sale and then dehydrate or roast it off in the oven. It's so good. Okay, so I think I want a little more cracked black pepper down there. And I'll just put that just like that. Just about 1/4 teaspoon. You don't need much. And then I want to go ahead and top that. Mix that in really good. And we're going to add in some seasoned breadcrumbs. These are herb seasoned breadcrumbs like you would make stuffing. So we're just going to add in about 3/4 cup. Just going to add that down there, just like that. We don't want it to be the only component or the main component, but we do want that throughout that mixture. I'm going to top this off with some more cheese. And I might even microplane some more of that. Delicious. Make sure you get a good amount of cheese. My husband probably won't be eating this. He didn't really eat a whole lot of the other one. He does the oatmeal. So I do the egg frittata, whatever you want to call this. And then I'm also grating, just microplaning a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmigiano Reggiano. Doesn't that look good? A little bit on the top. That'll give an added little salty bite. There you go. And wipe my hands off. A little bit, just for pretty and color, a little bit of parsley down on top. And that's my breakfast for this week. I'm going to go put this in the sun oven. I'll bring you out when I get it in there and show you what I got. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be like a, boy, delicious. Okay, I'll take you outside in just a sec. Hey guys, okay, I'm out here and I'm getting ready to put this stuff inside the sun oven. So, let's see, got nowhere to set my camera. We'll set her right there. That'll do. Okay, I'm gonna put my pan in here. This is how easy it is. This is gonna be delicious. I'm gonna put the lid on and we're gonna forget it for the next few hours. I put my reflectors on first, so I can move you. I put the reflectors on, sorry, one-handed, on the lid, and of course this one's trying to pop off. Anyway, you can see that that pot is in there, and we're just going to let this go for a few hours, a couple hours anyway. It's about, I think it's about 1:30. So I'll bring you back when I pull this out. Okay, so I did want to bring you back and show you what else I'm putting in the solar cooker today. This is a package of chucker, and these are chucker legs and breast pieces. Anyways, I've marinated those overnight in some buttermilk so it tenderizes the meat, and I've put my homemade barbecue sauce down over this and a can of chunked pineapple drained. So I'm just going to let that slow cook, and we're going to have shredded barbecue. We can have that wrapped up in a tortilla, or we can have it down over some rice, some brown rice or quinoa. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do on the other side of that solar cooker. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so I am ready to take this out, And, well, I'm going to take one of the items out. You have to unhook the little things here. Like, that's why I wish I could have one that had a hinge on it. Probably wouldn't lose as much heat that way either. Ooh, that's hot. So put that over there. I'm gonna grab this pot. Whoops. Make sure I got the right one. Nope, that's my chucker. And that is hot in there. And there's my baked frittata. Yum. I'm gonna move this on over a bit. Put my lid back on. As awkward as that is, it's pretty easy. You just want all the air to be sealed in, and you do have to go ahead and move the solar oven with the sun a little bit, but not much. If you face it towards the afternoon sun, you're probably good to go. You just don't want any shadows in there. So let's see, I have one more clip. Sorry about that. And okay, maybe. There we go. Okay, so I'll meet you back in the house, in the kitchen, and I'll show you how it came out. All right, so we're in, and I just have to tell you, this looks amazing. Smells so good. Let me see if I can get you a close-up of that, because it smells as good as it looks. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if I should be cutting into this right yet, but I can't wait to see what it came out like. And it was in the solar cooker for 2 hours. Probably could have brought it out sooner, but I've been busy doing some other stuff, so you know, that's the beauty of this. I can let it go and not worry about it. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can really get the full effect here of what I'm doing. All right. So I'm just going to come down in here. Oh, and I can feel just enough resistance that I believe we're done. Although the center may not be. You know what? Nope, I don't think the center is done. It smells amazing. Yeah, I think we still have a ways to go, guys. Okay. Oh, wow. Yum. Okay. I'm going to go put this back out in the solar cooker. I think what happened was there was a little shade. It's just the very center. The outside of this is cooked. So it's just the very center part. And we're going to let that finish up. I'm going to leave it in there another hour. Okay. And then I'll bring you back when we do this up. And see, this is the beauty of this. We get to see firsthand what works and what doesn't. And I'm real, so I'm going to share it with you. I wouldn't hide anything from you. All right, guys, I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so I think we finally have some results. I'm really enjoying the fact that I get to learn as I go, and it smells amazing. And the nice thing is it actually gets a little browned on the top. You wouldn't think it would, but it really does. So hopefully you can see that. Let me bring you in. I did, just because I had that thing open, I added a couple pieces of cheese. Just don't judge me. I couldn't help myself. Okay, so I'm going to cut into it, even though it's really, really hot. I'm going to cut into it, see if we can't dish some up and see what we got. Ooh, breakfast for the week. Oh, yum. I can't wait. This is going to be delicious. Okay. So I'm going to grab a butter knife here and something to hold on to the pot, because this is hot. Okay, and you're just going to cut it just like a pie. And now I've got resistance all the way around. Before, I only had it on the edges, and I could tell that it wasn't done. Now we're done. So the eggs have set, and the longer this sets, the more set it will become also. Yum. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Yum. Oh my gosh, you guys. This looks amazing. Okay, let's take this hot pan and put it right there. And there's our finished product. Sun oven breakfast. It's like a slow cooker free. I'm not a slow cooker girl. This is hard for me to just leave it alone. I like to have my hands in something that I'm cooking. But I will say, I would not leave a slow cooker going. I know a lot of people do, and that's okay. I just would worry about it all day being too hot, too cold, whatever, and or catching on fire. I wouldn't have my oven on while I'm gone. And I know this is silly, but that's just who I am. And so that being said, I love this. I can put something in and really forget it. But I will tell you that I'm going to have some Tabasco if I'm going to taste this. This will actually be probably closer to breakfast in the morning. I'm just going to give it a taste. Put a little Tabasco down on the plate. Doesn't that look delicious? Yum! Okay, so I'll give it a taste for you. Let's see what we got. So the bread, the croutons are holding it together as well as the egg. Oh, wow. And the cheese and yum. Wow. I'm going to tell you, this is divine. Okay. I don't know any other way to describe it, but amazing. This is delicious. I hope you try this. You can try this in your own oven, and you'll have to play around with how long, because this took, let's see, it took actually 3 hours. I left it out there in the solar oven with a small break in between. It is absolutely delicious. It will be my breakfast and maybe some of the girls at work. Remember, we have the kale, the onions, the pancetta, the cheese, and the fresh eggs. Not all whole eggs. We've got some that are whole and some that are not. The red bell pepper. It's absolutely delicious. So I hope that if you're new to my channel and you just happened across, you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're returning to my channel, I hope you give me a thumbs up if you like this. And if you really like it, go ahead and share it on Facebook. There's so many people out there that have never heard of a solar oven and wouldn't know what to do with it if they did. So this has been a learning experience for me. I hope that you enjoyed me sharing this little project with you, and I'll share some more. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. God bless. And I'll show you, oh yeah, I still have the other dish to show you. Oh, okay, well, I'll show you the other dish in a minute. All right, so I think that this is done. This has been out in the solar oven for, it's for 4 hours. Ooh, it smells absolutely wonderful. It is full of barbecue smells. It just smells and looks amazing. So what I want to do though is make sure that this meat got cooked enough that it's going to be shreddable and come right off the bone. Chukar is a, you know, it's a game meat. So yeah, We're gonna come right off. It's not gonna be as tender as a chicken out of the grocery store or anything. Now you can, wow. You can pressure can it and make it a little more tender, or pressure cook it, I should say, and make it a little more tender, but as you can see, it's shredding. It's just, you know what, these guys run for a living, so they've got a lot of muscle power. Now that's the breast meat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the, I better taste that too, and I better have a piece of pineapple, because that's the kind of girl I am. Okay, I'll let that cool down a second and get some of the pieces of meat out of here, because I do want to actually let these cool so I can bone this and or shred it, and we can have barbecue. Wow, amazing. You gotta love a solar cooker, and I know you guys, if you get sick of these videos, just tell me. Hey, I'm done. But I know I'm getting a lot of requests from friends and family to give them as much information and recipes and ideas as possible, because, you know, if we actually had to use this as our means of cooking, ooh, we could get in a little slump on what to do. So I don't want that to happen for you guys, and certainly don't want it to happen for me. Okay, let's see what we got. Looks like that's all of the checker meat that's in the sauce and the pineapple, which is fabulous. And I'll go ahead and take a bite for you. We're gonna have this down over some brown rice. You could have this on a sandwich if you wanted to, because I'm gonna shred all this meat. It's hot. Hold on one second. Wow. Okay. I got a new favorite. That is amazing. So I hope this inspires you. I hope it helps you step outside the box, try something new, and you know what? This is delicious. You could do this with beef, pork, chicken, chucker. Chucker's an upland game bird, in case you don't know. Turkey, tofu. I mean, you don't really have to do it with anything in particular, but this is going to be amazing over brown rice, and we're going to enjoy it very much. So I hope it inspires you. I hope it helps you step outside the box. Maybe try getting a solar cooker and try a little solar cooking. It's like a slow cooker outside. It's absolutely amazing. I didn't use any power, and I cooked a ton of stuff today. So if you're new, I hope you subscribe. If you like this, I hope you give me a thumbs up. And if you really like it, I hope you put it, yeah, easier said than done. Post it on Facebook. All right, guys, God bless.